America. We are about to hear some more stories from our friends throughout the states who have been so kind to send us some stories. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to start today visiting Miss Mary Beth over at the Buena Regional School District in New Jersey.
Hello, friends. I'm here to read to you today the library book. Happy Read Across America Week. My name is Mary Beth Siminsky. I'm a school library media specialist in the Buena Regional School District in New Jersey. As a school library media specialist, it basically means that I'm a school librarian or a teacher librarian, and I bring my students to the library to teach them about library skills and information technology. And I teach students in kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. This is my family. They are the loves of my life. And this is me on one of the farms here in New Jersey. But this right here this little star is where we are located in Buena. Now, I know it looks like Buena, but here in Buena, we say Buena. We are smack dab in the center of the bottom of the state. As a matter of fact, we are right near the Pine Barrens, and the Pine Barrens is one of the nation's first national reserves. There are over 1.1 million acres of preserved national forestry in the Pinelands, and it takes up 22% of the state. As you can see in this picture right here, this whole area is the Pinelands, so it takes up a very large portion of our garden state. And I wanted to show off for you some of our pictures of the beautiful area around here. We are called the Garden State for a reason. We have beautiful forests and great land, and we have some of the best sunsets. So if you ever get the chance, come visit New Jersey. Today I'm going to read the library book. This library book is a book published by Simon & Schuster, and they've given permission for librarians and teachers to read the book aloud until June 2021. It was written by Tom Chapin. He's a 3-time Grammy winner, and a 2-time Grammy nominee, Michael Mark. It was also illustrated by Chuck Gronick. So here, without further ado, is the library book. Oh, Saturday morning, and the rain is pouring. Can you put your hands in the air and do the rain with me? Do the rain. Oh, the rain is pouring on a Saturday morning. How do we feel? We're always sad when it's raining on a Saturday. Dad worked late last night. He's in there snoring. Put your head on your hands and snore with me. Same old stuff on TV. Boring. So what if I can't go out and play? I know what I'll do today. I'm going down to the library, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary. Everybody say hi with me. Hi, dictionary. Picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. I love this character right here as she's walking through the shelves, and look at the happiness in her eyes as she's looking up at, oh, what book am I going to pick today? Now, I like books and they like me. So when I go to the library, I sit down in my favorite chair and check to see who's there. Oh, she looks so comfy. Maybe one book, maybe two. Take me home, says Winnie the Pooh. Oh, Winnie the Pooh is climbing out of a book. He wants her to take him home. And if we have to travel far, I'll bring my honey jar. Oh, Pooh. Pooh can't go too far without his honey, can he? Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary. Say hello. Hi, dictionary. Picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Sleeping Beauty yawned. Yawn with me, friend. And said, oh, come when I get out of bed. Oh, so we're going to leave her there. But Madeline says, let her nap, and jumps into my lap. Oh, go pick out a Madeline book today. The Cat in the Hat says, hey, I'll go. Don't take him, cries Pinocchio. Don't take that cat to your address. He always makes a mess. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Mrs. Parker's back behind the checkout desk today. The Cheshire Cat jumps on her head and says, let's play. But Mrs. P says, goodness, are you sure you want all these? Oh, yes, we shout together. She says, shh, quiet, please. I'm going down to the library, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. The 7 dwarfs begin to shout, say, take us with you, check us out. Then Cinderella gets her gown, and Babar grabs his crown. Then Curious George swings from the shelf. Along comes Mother Goose herself. Out the door we danced and sang. The whole library rang. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book. Check it in, check it out. There's that librarian. She's now singing the song. I'm going down to the Shh. Picking out a book. Check it in. Check it out. Picking out a book. Check it in. Check it out. Now, what's fun about this, friends, is that we can go back to the beginning of our story and we can actually dance and to the song that was written for this book. So it was actually a song before it became a book. Would you like to dance with me? You can dance however you'd like, but I'm going to march, and I might even, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'd like to see your dance moves too.
Saturday morning and the rain is pouring. Dad worked late last night. He's in there snoring. Same old stuff on TV, boring. So what if I can't go out and play? I know what I'll do today. I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Now I like books and they like me, so when I go to the library, I sit down in my favorite chair and check to see who's there. Maybe one book, maybe two, till we home, says Winnie the Pooh. And if we have to travel far, I'll bring my honey jar. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Sleeping Beauty yawned and said, I'll come right out of bed. But Madeline says, let her nap, and jumps into my lap. Cat in the Hat says, pretty I'll go. Don't take it and cries, Pinocchio. Don't take that cat to your address. He always makes a mess. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Don't say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Mrs. Parker's back behind the checkout desk today. The Cheshire Cat jumps on her head and says, let's play. But Mrs. B says, goodness, are you sure you want all these? Oh, yes, we shout together. She says, shh, quiet. Down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Don't say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. The seven dwarfs begin to shout, say, take us with you, check us out. Then Cinderella gets her gown, and Babar grabs his crown. And then Curious George swings from the shelf. Along comes Mother Goose herself. Out the door we danced and sang, the whole library rang. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it out. Don't say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it out. I'm going down to the library. Shh.
Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed our Read Across America Read Aloud today. That was The Library Book. Have a great day. Keep on reading.
All right, friends, let's head on over to the Washington County School District to see Miss Heather in Tennessee.
Hi everyone, my name's Heather Dennis and I teach first grade, but I'm also studying to be a school librarian. I live in the oldest town in my state, Jonesborough, in the state of Tennessee. Now, it was established in 1779, but it was even the capital of the state of Franklin before we were the state of Tennessee. Now, Jonesborough is also known for something else that's pretty big, the International Storytelling Festival. And that's where storytellers from all over the world come to visit, and they spend the entire weekend sharing their stories. So it is just phenomenal to learn about so many cultures and stories that are scary and funny, and it's just a really cool experience to have in Jonesborough. So Jonesborough is also on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Have you ever heard of the Appalachian Mountains? There's a big trail that you might have heard about, the Appalachian Trail. The book that I have chosen to read to you guys today is When I Was Young in the Mountains by Cynthia Ryland. She writes some really good mountain stories and things that happen in our area. When I was young in the mountains, grandfather came home in the evening covered with black dust of a coal mine. Only his lips were clean, and he used them to kiss the top of my head. When I was young in the mountains, grandmother spread the table with hot cornbread, pinto beans, and fried okra. Later, in the middle of the night, she walked through the grass with me to the Johnny house and held my hand in the dark. I promised never to eat more than one serving of okra again. When I was young in the mountains, we walked across the cow pasture and through the woods carrying our towels. The swimming hole was dark and muddy, and we sometimes saw snakes, but we jumped in anyway. On our way home, we stopped at Mr. Crawford's for a mound of white butter. Mr. Crawford and Mrs. Crawford looked alike and always smelled of sweet milk. When I was young in the mountains, we pumped pails of water from the well at the bottom of the hill and heated the water to fill round tin tubs for our baths. Afterwards, we stood in front of the old black coal stove, shivering and giggling while grandmother heated cocoa on top. When I was young in the mountains, we went to church in the schoolhouse on Sundays, and sometimes we walked with the congregation through the cow pasture and to the dark swimming hole for baptisms. My cousin Peter was laid back into the water, and his white shirt stuck to him. My grandmother cried. When I was young in the mountains, we listened to frogs sing at the dusk and awoke to cowbells outside our windows. Sometimes a black snake came into the yard, and my grandmother would threaten it with a hoe. If it did not leave, she used the hoe to kill it. 4 of us once draped a very long snake, dead of course, across our necks for a photograph. When I was young in the mountains, we sat on the porch swing in the evenings, and Grandfather sharpened my pencils with his pocket knife. Grandmother sometimes shelled beans and sometimes braided my hair. The dogs lay around us, and the stars sparkled in the sky. A bobwhite whistled in the forest. When I was young in the mountains, I never wanted to go to the ocean, and I never wanted to go to the desert. I never wanted to go anywhere else in the world, for I was in the mountains, and that was always enough. I hope you enjoyed our story When I Was Young in the Mountains. Cynthia Ryland writes some really awesome books, so why don't you check her out in your school library? Bye, guys.
That's it, friends. That's all we got for today. But don't forget, we are still celebrating Read Across America.